And in the process, we all get our dreams and Nuskin gets their dream. It's a simple process. In a way, it's up to me to get my dream. That's all I have to concentrate on. I get my dream, we will end world hunger. That's my dream. My dream is to get us to end world hunger. That's my dream. I couldn't say that before this Blue Diamond University. I couldn't say that. I always said 10%. But it is my dream to get us to end world hunger. And we will inspire people around Japan and Korea, and looks like the Chinese are on their way already without us to end world hunger also. I didn't realize how committed they were to that goal. Yeah.
You know, when I was 7 years old, I had an experience that I had to go to a hospital. And I was there for a week. And I had the opportunity. This was a very poor hospital. I was away from my mom and dad. I felt, you know, abandoned, and I felt like not being loved. But I was in this place with malnourished children. They had like big bellies. And, you know, the experience passed. And then when I was in high school, we had to buy material to make sheets, you know, blankets. And we donated to the hospital that I was, you know, when I was 7. And it was my dream, and I got connected with my dream today, that I wanted to help those kids. And I thought that it was just in my country. But I can see now, I can connect the diamonds now. And I know that before we got in New Skin, we were talking to Derek about having a foundation where he will sing and we will raise money and we help children. And then God, you know, put us in this amazing company with the blessing that we can help so many children. And now I commit to help you. So by getting to my dream, I will help you in your dream.
Thank you. I just feel I need to take this opportunity now. It seems to be the best opportunity as things have been building up. My name is Sabina. I originally from Germany. I live in Canada. I live in Nova Scotia, Canada. I came all the way here to meet Alan, the man who I was introduced to, heard of by Christine Costello. Thank you very much again. Christine brought me into this circle here. I came to New Skin because of Nourish the Children. And I myself have an international education agency. I connect cultures, continents, and generations and support of positive social change. I am leading tours for people to new openings to wealth and wisdom. And as this project has progressed and turned into more and more reality, I've been learning more and more about Nourish the Children, and it's coming up over and over and over again that I really had to meet this man. It was impossible for us to connect before via Skype because everybody's so busy in this world. So I made the plunge and flew over here from Nova Scotia to be with you, to meet you all. And because I want to support you in your initiative. I want to support the world, and I want to create a legacy. We've been talking about dreams. I mean, this is not for nothing that I had to come here to this event. I've been trying to come twice to the other meetings before, and every time something came up. So this one was really meant to be. But I'm overwhelmed by the teamwork, the family that I found in here, and the incredible togetherness something that I've been missing, lacking in my own life, which I've been coming through now in this dream work that we've been doing here. And I personally, again, my dream is to create a legacy. And I always said to use business as a force for good and to connect generations, cultures, and continents, and to live a happy, fulfilled life myself. And my biggest obstacles that I've been committed now to overcome, I think I just did, because I stepped up and I took the mic, so that's one. The next thing will be the tower. And I'm also committing myself to success, because I feel very, very comfortable in this circle of friends. I don't know the how yet, but I learned it can be done, and I'm looking forward to learning about the how and to work this with you all and to lead with us all together people into new openings to wealth and wisdom and support the positive social change and to end world hunger.
Really, Sabina, come on over here. Tell them your mission to be a force for good here in Hawaii.
You know, I'm crying out because I'm so amazed because we're with so much amazing people, you know. It's just so heartwarming to meet up with all these people that want to help the world. So my mission is to write 3 $1 million grants with the help of other people. 3 $1 million grants. One $1 million grant to purchase a building, a facility where we can operate our nonprofit. So that's one. And then another $1 million grant so that we can help my Waianae Coast community and beyond, which is a dying community, so that they can have all the vitamins and all the nutrients and all the great stuff that they need. And it's a whole program. They have to go through an exercise program, community service program, a self-development program, doing all of the science seminars, as well as nutrition education in order to get these supplements for free. And then the last $1 million is a grant so that they can do the science seminars, all of the science seminars. And can you imagine what my Waianae Coast is going to be like after they do this program? They're going to become so self-sufficient and just healthy and amazing. And you know, literally they're dying today. As I scan them, they're dying. They're not even registering on that scanner. I'm telling you, it's amazing, and they're going through bariatric surgery after bariatric surgery, and as they go into the bariatric surgery, they're so sick because the doctors are recommending all these awful vitamins, and then they're going through this surgery that's so devastating for them, and then they come out and they're still not healthy. So you know, it's amazing, and I will have a lot of people helping me with this initiative, and it's a huge initiative, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen.
You know how many Native Hawaiians Lily has scanned? She has scanned Native Hawaiians maybe like in the numbers of like 5 to 10,000 Native Hawaiians, with the vast majority of them under 10,000 points. The vast majority of Native Hawaiians are sitting under 10,000 points. The only 24-hour open McDonald's in Hawaii is in Nanakuli, which is right in her district. The only one that's open 24 hours so we can poison our Hawaiian people more, to kill them. And the only one that is so sad for our Hawaiian community that we could help them a lot more. And you know, Lily wants to open a center in Waianae for our Hawaiian community here, and look at all the culture we would lose. Look at just today, what you guys are experiencing today. What you would lose in the world if we lost our Hawaiian community. We're losing them. I can tell you right now, we're losing them. We're losing them. They're losing first their legs, they're losing their kidneys, and they die at very young ages, very young ages. And Lily, the one thing I will tell you is that you may think that it is a grant that will solve it, but all I want you to do is get the perfect end result in mind. It would surprise you what the force of the network could do if you just built that Waianae Coast. We can run this kind of training ourselves. We can run it anywhere. Waianae Coast have enough big stadiums and football stuff and high school facilities and things that we could run 5,000 people through one of these to find their dreams. Better than a Sai seminar costing hundreds of dollars. We could charge them $10. So I want you to think about that, because that occurred to me when you were talking about the grant, how long that could take us. Could be years, and I would rather spend that energy in getting people's dreams now. Just something, an idea for you. And I don't want you to not do the grant, but I want you to do both. Because I think we could build this thing faster than you could even imagine. When I launched the Yo-Yo Boom in the Waianae Coast, and I have also launched the Yo-Yo Boom in Compton, in Los Angeles, the most devastated cities in Los Angeles. These kind of things, because people have not that many options in those cities, can go faster in those cities if we come up with a very simple replication that we can use. And we can take everybody along the ride with us. And I think New Skin will help us. I think New Skin will help us. You have no idea. If we wrote the grant to the government and wrote the grant to Blake Roney, I know who's going to help us faster. I know who's going to help us faster. When you say you scanned 10,000 people and this has been their average score, I know who's going to help us faster. And we can keep this really simple. You understand that, you guys? You know how fast we can penetrate a market like this? You know, if we just decided, just this group right here decided, we're going to go to Waianae tomorrow, and we're going to make something happen over there in 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, we would have the best experience. The best experience. You know how many people we could scan with the new scanner? If each of us was loaded with one scanner each, how many people we could scan in the Waianae Coast? We might be able to cover that coast in 1 week.
Going door to door.
Everybody. Yeah, and how big of a difference we could make to say, hey, tomorrow we're going to do the workout. You guys come, come with me, follow me. I'm going to work out with you. I'm not going to tell you to work out, I'm going to work out with you. I'm going to show you what we can do together. And how many of those Hawaiians could we help? Not only in the Waianae Coast, I mean, they are related to all of our Molokai friends, all of our Maui friends, all of our Big Island friends. The 9th Hawaiian island in Las Vegas. They're related to all of those Hawaiians there. Oregon. We have whole cities in Oregon that are Hawaiian. They have luau's, they have everything. But how many related friends we could have for our journey, right? I mean, we could hire them to come out and do hula for us at all of our events, our summits. Wouldn't you like to maybe bring one of those Hawaiian people, tell their story at one of the LA Summit? Would you be able to pay their ticket?
Oh, yeah.
You know how simple that is? You know, at the next, Claudia folks are going to run one of these events in Los Angeles. Maybe we could bring one of those people that can dance and sing Hawaii for us to inspire those people to come to Hawaii. Okay, you guys understand how we can do this? With creativity, we can solve the problem so quickly. So sometimes we get stuck on how we're going to do it. Don't get stuck on how. When you guys going up this tower today, don't get stuck on how. And don't even get stuck on I gotta make it to the top. That's not the point. The point is get to the farthest point you can and try to take one more step. That's the point. So we're going to be having a celebration before our ascent. We're going to be celebrating with lunch. So I want you to stay close to your team. I don't want anybody to let team members drift away.